Hi guys, Mons here. On this episode of All in Months, we're going to be looking at the Lakers organization and how they're punching away another season. Especially when you have prime Luka Doncic and old LeBron James, and you have also prime Austin Reaves. So I'm just going to go through this. Everyone knows how I feel about the Lakers in the last 7 or 8 years, last maybe 6, 7 years in terms of punting away season, relying on superstars to get them through while not building a competent team around them. So LeBron has been there for 8 years. I would imagine he's probably had 2 years max of having competent team around him. I know what the history says. When LeBron has a competent team around him, another superstar and a competent team around him, he always seems to get to the final or wins the final. Last couple of years, that hasn't been the case. He's had Anthony Davis, but the role players have absolutely stink. They've been stinking up the joint every single year. The only good thing the Lakers have done since LeBron has got there has obviously been Austin Reaves, Luka Doncic trade, and now obviously bringing in AD in the first place in 2020, and then obviously Austin Reaves developing as well. I'm just going to look at the Lakers at the moment. So you have people like Rob and Jeanie at the top of the organization. They're absolute rats. In my opinion, they don't deserve to be in that organization. Jeanie Buss is so lucky that her father had the organization and basically gave it to the family, because she's not competent whatsoever. She lets her emotions and feelings get in the way of everything she does. A couple of weeks ago, there was reports that came out that she wasn't grateful of having LeBron James and thought LeBron had a big ego, and LeBron wasn't happy that they drafted Bronny. It wasn't appreciative enough, and she didn't like the fact that people are saying LeBron saved the Lakers. So let's just have a quick look at that. You're saying you're not happy that the fact that people think LeBron saved the Lakers. Why do you think people are saying that? Because before LeBron was the Lakers, the last couple of years of Kobe was absolutely ridiculous. Rest in peace, Kobe Bryant, the late great Kobe Bryant. But his last couple of years, Lakers were a lottery team every single season. Then LeBron comes over. All of a sudden, second season, you win the championship with Anthony Davis and LeBron. Clutch sport, they're always giving about clutch sport. Rich Paul, clutch sport, and LeBron James having too much influence on the team. Without clutch sport, you don't get LeBron James. Without clutch sport, you don't get Anthony Davis. Without clutch sport, bringing Anthony Davis, you don't flip it and get Luka Doncic last year. So in my opinion, the Lakers are wasting. If they don't make any trade by the trade deadline, they're wasted 18 months of prime Luka being in good shape for the last 12 months, and all days LeBron James are still an all-star. For me, that's completely unacceptable. And also Rob Pelinka. You can tell around leagues, other GMs don't like him. Whenever he's trying to trade for a player, they always try to overprice him, except for the Dallas Mavericks. Every single time Rob Pelinka seems to want to trade for a player, they always seem to be overpriced. Every single time. Except for the Dallas Mavericks when they traded Luka Doncic. Every single time, Rob Pelinka said, we sit tight, we wait for a superstar. No, you have to try and win now. Luka, I'm telling you, Luka, welcome to hell. This is what LeBron had to deal with for the past 8 years with Lakers. And then Lakers fans are going to kill the superstars simply because they're not winning. But if you don't have a competent team around them, especially in today's NBA, with the parity that's going around, every single team in the NBA, they have maybe 1 or 2 superstar max, but their role players are always stepping up. You have good benches. With the Lakers, I saw a stat there about the Lakers. They're what? They're top 3 in offense. I think top 6 or top 3 in offense. But when you think about it, they only have 3 functional offensive players in Luka, Reaves, and LeBron. And then they're bottom half in defense, and they're also bottom half in catch and shoot 3 or 3 points made. What does that say? It says players like Luka or LeBron need 3-point shooters around them and need defensive guys around them. It's so easy to put around them. I don't get why the head of the organization, Jeanie Buss, and the GM, Rob Pelinka, simply can't see what everybody else is seeing. Rich Paul said this a couple of weeks ago on a podcast, and it got killed by Laker Nation because he said Lakers team is okay, it's a decent team, but they're not good enough to compete for a championship. And he's absolutely correct. This team isn't good enough to compete for a championship. This team is going to be it's probably even worse than last season's team, because last season I know they played Minnesota Timberwolves. Timberwolves are very good, but this season we're 6th seed now, and a 1 win can take you to second or third. But I can see Lakers finishing in the play-in situation if they're not very careful. And I saw a stat there that Lakers are 9. I think they're 9-11 against team above 500 this season. What does that say? That says when Lakers play good teams, they can't win. They simply can't win. When they play shit teams, they're throw party, they win. Like I said, Lakers are a flat track bully. They can't win against good teams. They're 9-11 against teams over 500, but against poor teams, they handle them. So when the playoff comes, when you get Denver Nuggets first round, what are you going to do? You're going to lose in 4 or 5 games, no matter how good Luka, LeBron, or Reaves are. You're going to lose in 4. You get Houston Rockets. If everyone's healthy, Houston Rockets, you're going to lose in 4 or 5 games. You get someone like the Suns. You get pushed hard by the Suns as well. Like I said, the West is a bloodbath. I don't know what the Lakers organization thinking. Putting another year, Luka. I love Rui Hachimura. You either extend him or you trade him. Don't let him walk away for free. That's a valuable asset. Like Rob Pelinka has let players walk away for free in the last couple of years without trading them as valuable assets, and that's so annoying. If I'm LeBron James, for me, LeBron made a huge mistake going to the Lakers. The only reason I support Lakers is because of LeBron. I'm a LeBron supporter. I'll support anything that LeBron goes on. I support Miami. I support the Cavs. And I'm supporting Lakers. Like Lakers, like for me, I think LeBron made a huge mistake going to the Lakers because that organization is completely shit from the top to the bottom down. Absolutely shit organization. If he went to someone like the Denver Nuggets or New York Knicks, I think LeBron is comfortably sitting on 5 or 6 rings at the moment because those teams will do all they can do to win now. When you have LeBron James, there's no point building for the future. It's a win now move. And then you have Luka Doncic as well, one of the best players in the league. The guy is leading the league in scoring, but yet you're not doing all you can do. You're not doing all you can do to win. It's completely baffling to me, honestly. That's why I can't stand Rob Pelinka. Everyone can have an agenda. I don't have an agenda against Rob Pelinka. The guy doesn't know how to do his job. He got absolutely blessed with Luka trade because the Dallas Mavericks former GM wants to trade Luka because they don't think he can win with Luka. And that's another topic for another day in terms of Luka Doncic. For me, I'm going to support Luka Doncic. I like Luka Doncic, good player. There's little things that can improve, but everybody has little things that can improve in their game, in my opinion. Honestly, like this Lakers team, when you look at them top down, they're very, very top heavy. They need defensive guy. They need shooters. They don't have any of them. And who's that to blame? Rob Pelinka, Jeanie Buss. I think the new owner, Mark Waters, after this season, if you don't sack Jeanie Buss and sack Rob Pelinka, he's not a GM. He just sits there. And Rob Pelinka is so lucky that he was best friend with Kobe. If he didn't have that connection, I don't see him being the GM for that Lakers team, in my opinion. I think Mark Waters, the new owner of the Lakers, has to bring in a new GM, a competent GM that actually go out and make win. Because I'm a Luka Doncic fan. After LeBron retires, I'm going to rep Luka. I don't want Luka to waste his whole career with the Lakers and not winning the championship. Even winning one is not enough. For you to be a Laker great, you have to win multiple championships, especially if you're in your prime, in your mid-20s. Winning one championship is not enough. Look at the greats: Kobe Bryant, Shaq, Kareem. All those greats that won multiple titles with the Lakers when they were in their prime. So for me, Luka Doncic, brother, welcome to hell. This Lakers team are going to treat you like shit. This is in Dallas Mavericks, where the trade deadline, they made a move for Kyrie Irving. And the offseason, they brought in Gafford, they brought in the bigs, they brought in shooters for you. No. This Lakers team, Rob Pelinka is going to sit there and talk. Oh, we're going to sit, we're going to wait, we're going to put our chips to our chest, hold our chips to the table, blah, blah, blah. We're going to look for the big names. Brother, big names aren't coming to the Lakers unless you make moves. What's the point of losing all your cap space, losing all the players like Rui Hachimura for no compensation back? Lakers, like I said, Luka, welcome to hell. This is going to be your situation for the next year, for the next 5-6 years, whatever, how many years spent with the Lakers. If I'm you, I'm demanding a trade. If they don't compete, if Luka don't compete for title in the next 2 years, Luka needs to leave LA. No way, shouldn't waste your career, especially with talent like Luka. If you don't win a ring, if you don't win multiple rings with the talent that Luka has, I think it's a failure in my opinion. Anyways, that's my rant over about Lakers. Please, if you agree with me, drop a comment. If you disagree with me, also drop a comment. Thank you very much for making the end of the video. I appreciate all the support. And also make sure you hit on the subscribe button. Thank you very much. Peace out.